everyone, I'm back with part 2 of week 10, and I'm still using the Day in the Life collection from Echo Park. This was a really quiet part of the week, really. I only had one day off this week, so I was pretty much at home. The weather was much nicer this week though, so it was quite nice to have a few walks and just enjoy the sunshine and things like that. So the pocket page I'm using is the one with the 4x4s in the middle, because obviously this collection comes with 3 4x4s, so I have to use some pocket page with a 4x4 in there, and I actually really love using these ones now. I have quite a few of them, I just went through a phase at the beginning not using any of my 4x4s, so this has enabled me to use up quite a few collections with the 4x4s. So those 3 are going to go in the middle, so I just put them straight in first off, because I know I'm definitely going to fill those with those. And compared to the February collection, there's not that much journaling space. It's just the middle one that has a bit of a space that you can write on, but because I have another journal card that I'm going to write on for this part of the week, and because I didn't have much to journal on at all, I'm actually going to put a picture in that space anyway. So yeah, I pretty much use all of them as just filler cards. So the photos are going to go at the top. The large 6x4 is a picture of me and Moose. So those are the French doors that I like to sit by when it's nice and warm, because obviously it's no wind or anything like that coming through the glass, so it's just pure sunshine and it's just so warm and nice, and Moose has taken over that spot from me. So I put my electric blanket down there once and he was on it, and he's not let it go since. Every time I see him, he's on the blanket. Obviously it's not plugged in, it's just the blanket sort of folded up, but he absolutely loves it, and I haven't taken it away from him. But this was just a picture of him snuggled up on it. He does get sometimes a bit too warm and he moves, but then within an hour he's back on it. He absolutely loves it. So in the new house I'll have to get him a nice big blanket for him to sleep on, because he's just, yeah, he loves it so much. So yeah, that was just a cute picture of us. I was scrapbooking at the dining table, I think, when I was doing that, because it was so sunny. I wanted to be in the sun, and obviously Moose was just passed out, so I thought that was quite cute. Then the other photo is just a single 3x4, and it's a picture of Mango, and I loved it because she's a perfect circle. She's just curled herself up in a little ball, and she just looks so cute. So I got a picture of her all curled up. Her tail was like wrapped around her head, and she just looked adorable, so obviously I had to put that in there. I love that card that says, "Oh, what a beautiful day," so I put that in between, because being with my cats is just one of my happy places, so I really enjoy taking pictures of them, even though they don't really change. They just bring me joy, and one day they won't be here, so it will bring me so much more joy seeing these. So those are those. Then the photo down the bottom, we went to Pie Night, which is just at the local cricket club. They do a Pie Night every other Thursday, and Joe loves it. So we went this time round, and we didn't get any photos. I was intending on getting a picture of the actual cricket club, because we don't actually have a picture of that. But then I decided just to take a picture of both of us inside, because I didn't get a picture of our pies either. So by the time we walked out, I knew it was going to be too dark to take that photo. So yeah, I just got a picture of both of us. It's not the most flattering picture of either of us, to be honest. It's not my favourite one of me, but it's one of those places, again, when we was walking home, we were sort of thinking, will we come back here once we move house? We will have to drive. We obviously can't walk there anymore. So we hope to, because we love it. But it's just one of the things you find somewhere else when you move house. So we might not. So I just thought I'd include that photo as well, just to say I can write Pie Night at the cricket club. So the little photo that's going to go on that thanks card is just a picture of Mango on the roof again. So now that it's spring, obviously we're having our window open upstairs a little bit. So she jumps out of that window, because it's a Velux window in the roof as such. So it's not like sideways. It's actually goes out onto the roof. And she jumps out there and she sits on the roof. And when we're outside, she wants to come down, but she can't grasp that she has to go back through the window. So she just sits up there and meows at us. But she can get up there from the outside, but we just don't know how she's done it. But she always wants to come back in through the window, so now we have to leave the window open for her to come in and out when we're at home. So yeah, that was just a little picture of her on there. And then the last photo is of our neighbour's cat, actually. There's a lot of pictures of cats in this layout. So our new neighbours moved in just before Christmas, and they had a cat. And we were very excited about that, because we always love having neighbourhood cats, but his name was Cairo, and the owner did say that he wasn't the most confident, so he was quite sort of a bit scatty and obviously would run away pretty much at any given point. So we didn't get our hopes up of being friends. However, we've worked on it and it's now March, and he now comes to our door and he meows at the cat flap and we give him some treats. So yeah, we've conquered it. And it's really cute. He lets us stroke him and everything, and he comes from some treats. And then Moose likes him, but Mango's are not too sure. Mango's a bit of a flirt, to be honest. I think she teases the cats, and then when they come close to her, she absolutely legs it and she comes flying through the cat flap. So yeah, she's a bit of a tease, but Moose really likes him. Moose will just sit with him, but Mango's not so sure. But he's really, really cute. And yeah, we managed to give him some treats now, which is nice. So yeah, it makes me laugh when I hear him meowing at the cat flap in the morning, and it's just become a bit of a routine now, bless him. So that is Cairo. So those are the photos that make up this week. As I said, it was pretty much just a home week. We weren't doing much. The weeks following this are a lot busier, so I actually have too many photos on some days, but yeah, it will get busier, I think, from now on. March was just a bit of a quiet month, apart from, you know, the middle of it basically. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Now coming into spring, we're out a bit more, and moving house and things like that, we're forced to do things. So yeah, a few more things happening, and obviously I've got quite a few holidays coming up in the summer. So yeah, lots happening. I didn't think this album was going to be too chunky, but I think it might turn out a little bit chunkier than I thought. So we will see. But I'm really enjoying the collections that I'm using this year. I'm sort of pulling out things to challenge myself a little bit, rather than just using the easy, brand new things that've got all the cut parts and things. It's just nice actually to bring out some of the older things that you might only have a couple of cut parts left. Because then you can just bring out other things. You know, I've got plenty of paper and washi tapes and other stickers and stuff to be able to use. So I need to dive into those rather than just picking out the easy things. So yeah, I've got quite a few collections that I want to use lined up, especially for the travel weeks and stuff like that. I think I've got some ideas. I've gone through like my months and picked out which sort of collections I want to use. So we'll get there. So I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I'll be back soon. Bye.